Okay, this is the story for Unit 5, Week 5. It was building bridges, okay? And we showed Mrs. Moss that we have this story in our book. When she was doing her STEAM project with you at the beginning of the year, you talked about building bridges and you built bridges. So this is the story that she read to you. Before we start, let's look at a few words that are in this story. Florida, and you know what Florida is, the state of Florida. Italy, I've talked about that several times this year because that's where I used to live, in Italy. So we're going to talk about a bridge in Florida, one in Italy. In California, another state of the United States. Scotland is another country. It's a country in Europe. London, England. Now this is one place. London is the city, the country is England. So we're talking about a bridge in London, in England, and I think that's the bridge that impressed you the most when you did your STEAM project. And we're talking about suspension. Okay, and so this is the story from this week. The genre is nonfiction, so it is not fake. It's a true story, and we can tell by looking at the pictures that those are true bridges. And it says, read about different kinds of bridges. The name of the story is Building Bridges, and it says, what kind of bridges are there, and how are they built? First one says, people build bridges to get from one point to another. Bridges go across water or land. Okay, a lot of times that you have to get from like one mountain to another. In Italy, there are a lot of mountains. So we would go on bridges that they didn't go over water, they went over land. They can be miles long or only a few feet. Let's look at some of the world's most interesting bridges. Okay, it says this bridge in France, the country of France, goes across across a wide valley. Okay, so this one is not going across water, it's going across land. It is the highest car bridge in the world. And look at it. And see how the bridge is held up? Look at these wires here that are holding that bridge up. It says the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Florida stretches for 4 miles. Okay, that's a long bridge. This is a cable-stayed bridge. Sturdy wires help this bridge stay up. The wires are joined at tall towers so they don't fall. Okay, here's our tall towers. Here are the wires coming down that hold this bridge up. The caption says this bridge is made of steel and concrete. Okay, we're talking about cause and effect. So we have a cause and effect here. This is a cable-stayed bridge. Sturdy wires help this bridge stay up. The wires are joined at tall towers so they don't fall. So what is the cause? The cause is they have sturdy wires that are joined at tall towers. And what is the effect? The bridge doesn't fall. Okay, the next bridge we're looking at, it says this bridge is more than 2,000 years old. And these are the kind of bridges, or some of the bridges that I would see when I was in Italy, because this bridge is in Italy. An arch bridge, the arch here, is like an upside down U. This bridge has 2 big arches for boats to get through. The arches are the same size, which helps balance the bridge. Remember we talked about the word balance. Balance means to stay in place, not fall down. Well, we don't want that bridge falling down, do we? We want it to stay in place. This bridge is in Italy, or this bridge in Italy is made of brick, so it is really sturdy. Okay, so we have a cause and effect here. What is the cause? 2 big arches that are made of brick that balance because they're the same size. And what does that cause to happen? That the bridge doesn't fall down. Okay, and here is another bridge. This bridge is made of steel. The Firth Bridge in Scotland is a truss bridge. It is built above a river. Do you see the triangles? See the triangles here? The roadway needs to be supported. The triangle tubes support it. The triangles join each section of the bridge. Remember the word section? we said is a part of a bigger thing. So each one of these would be a section of the bridge. And this would be a section, this would be a section. So those triangles are holding that bridge up so that the cars can go over it. So what is the cause? We have the triangular tubes that are holding up the bridge. What's the result? What is the effect? It doesn't fall down. Okay, and let's look at another bridge. This is a bridge that you may know, that you have seen. It's the Golden Gate Bridge in California. This is a symbol of the United States, something that when people see, they think of the United States. In fact, when I was in Italy, a lot of people knew what the Golden Gate Bridge was. Okay, cars pay a toll or money to cross the Golden Gate Bridge in California. Okay, here the story tells us what toll means. It means money. Have you ever been on a road where your parents had to stop and pay money before they could go on? Okay, that's what's happening here. They pay money to be able to cross this bridge, and that money helps to keep that bridge taken care of. This suspension bridge has cables. The cables are supported by towers. Why is the bridge painted a bright color? The builders knew it must stand out in the fog. In California, they have a lot of fog. There's a lot of cars there. Being near the ocean and all, they have a lot of fog. So they avoided colors like gray and painted it joyful orange so that people can always see that. Why is it important to see the bridge? Well, people that are on the water need to see the bridge as they go under, and also the people driving the cars. Okay, the Golden Gate Bridge is the famous symbol of the United States. Okay, and here's the bridge that I think that you remember the most and that you were so excited about hearing about. The bridge is flat so that people can cross. So it'll stay like this, it'll be flat. It says some bridges are one of a kind. Okay, this is the only one like it, I think, in the world. Rolling Bridge is in London, England. What happens when a boat comes toward the bridge? There we see that preposition, toward the bridge. The bridge rises up and curls into a circle. Then the boat can pass. There are many kinds of bridges. What kind of bridge can you think of? Okay, once again, what is the effect? What is the cause and effect here? Well, the bridge rolls up. So what's the effect? The boats can pass under. So the bridge is flat so that people can cross. When a boat passes, the bridge begins to move. Then the bridge becomes a circle and the boats can get past. Okay, what happens when a boat passes under the rolling bridge? The bridge rolls up, the cause. Why is the Golden Gate Bridge painted orange? You remember? So that people can see it in the fog. And how do you know that that building bridges is nonfiction? Well, look at those pictures. They're not drawings, are they? They're about real bridges. And what is the same about how all bridges are built? Okay, how are all bridges built? Okay, they're built in a way that they could stay up so that they will not fall down. They have suspension, and they're built of sturdy materials so that they will stay up. Okay, and that is our story for this week.